Hello. Take a minute here and let some people get on maybe. Let me find myself. Oops. All right, let's see here. Where am I? Oh, goodness. Okay, let's refresh this. There's my little live mark, but let's see. Hi, Nay. I'm trying to find myself. It's the story of my life. Where am I? Hey, I found me. Look at that. Okay, let's see here. Let's make sure I have my volume down. Okay. Okay. Yay, there I am. Okay. Yay. So, Renee, I hope everything got to you safely. I know we have some other people that are going to pop on throughout. But I hope everything got there safely. So, I am going to try to go through it, as slowly as I can reasonably, if you're following along. Maybe let me know, are you following along? Are you just watching and then going to go back and do it? How are you doing this? Anybody that has the packet, maybe let me know. But I just figure I'll just go along at a decent pace. Oh, I'm jostling. So that you can follow if you want, or if you're going to go back later and do it, that works too. So, okay, I'm still there. Okay. I tend to lose myself too. Okay, so I am going to point you down, take you on a carny ride, and let's see, I think I can set you there, maybe a little bit further. We're going to go a little bit further, if my silly little, I think that's better. Of course, you're seeing all my junk now. Let's raise you up a little bit. Okay, it's always an experiment. Okay, let's see how that goes. I think we're good. I'll just look upside down for a minute. Okay, so the packets were done just like a normal class. I even labeled mine with my name on it just for me. So, you take that off just like usual. But it's labeled just like an in-home class, so that it's all set out by card with all of your supplies ready to go. So our first card is going to require the white background and up. So it's, this little guy's trying to sneak out. We got to put him back. He's not for us this time. So all we need is your white card base, your strip of DSP, and a piece of white twine. Okay? If at any point you're missing any supplies, like I failed to give you something, please let me know, and I will get that off to you right away. But I checked pretty well, and I feel fairly confident that it's all there. So this is our first card. Very simple, because this set really has so much really pretty detail to it. So it can do so well just on its own. So hi, Carol. So this is what we are doing first. Very simple card. So We don't need the punch this card. We need our stamp set. And we need the largest of the tulips. Okay. Put them here. So the largest of the tulips. The stem. Here, I put that there. Does that help? That way you can see it. So the stem, no, in my original one I used the straight one, so let's stick with that. I don't want to change anything up. I don't want to confuse anybody, especially myself. Okay, the straight stem. And then I used this, like, this leaf. I don't even know what I'd call it. Not the straight one, the more curved one, I guess. I don't know. Whatever we call it. Okay, so we need that, and then we need a little tiny, we need hello. Okay, and so that's what we need for this card. So, fold this in half. Where's my bone folder? Oh, there it is. Okay, because this is the thick Whisper White cardstock, you really would like a bone folder or something to give it a nice crease, just a nice tight crease. So we need our, so all of the colors, for those that didn't purchase the class, all of the colors are, or all of the cards are based on Granny Apple Green, Pineapple Punch, Gorgeous Grape, and Lovely Lipstick. So those are and then a black ink. So those are all of the colors we used through the whole class. So I think I'm going to do my tulip first, or my flower part first. So with the Pineapple Punch, go ahead and, I just inked this, so I want to check it. Okay, I'm good. Ink up your tulip, and remember you're going to put your DSP right here, so go over just a little bit, just right of center, just center to barely right is what we'll say. How about that? Okay, and stamp your flower. And then if you're like me, close this up before you lay your hand in it, because that's what I do. And I can already tell I lied to you about something, so I'll fix that in a second. So then ink your stem up, and then you can choose kind of which way you want it to go. I kind of had it just at a little bit of an angle. And stamp your stem. And I apparently used, now that I'm looking at this card again, I apparently used both leaves. So we're going to get out the second leaf. So on this side, a little bit lower, I used the straighter leaf. And on this side, a little bit higher, I used the more curved leaf. Okay, so just put that right on there. And then we are done with that. And then I just put my hand in my ink pad, because once again, anybody that has been to my in-home classes knows that we live with a lot of baby wipes around because I'm a mess. Okay, put that there. Then we're going to take our snail, and you can choose which side, either side, doesn't matter. This whole class, I don't believe it matters which side of your DSP you used. So maybe this one I'll do opposite and see what I think. So then I have two different cards. So I'm going to stick this on here, just all the way up to the crease and down. And it looks like this one is a little bit too long, so I'm just going to trim it. If it's too long, it's hanging down the edge of your card a bit, just trim it off. Okay, so there is that, and then I need my little bitty hello. And you can also change the sentiments on these. You don't have to do the sentiments that I've done. You own the stamps, so do whatever you would like if you want a different sentiment. So hello, just in the corner there. And then we're going to tie a bow. So, so bunny ears, tie it in a knot. Tie the loops in a knot. Hold on, I cut this one a little small, I think, but I'm going to make it work. And pull it through. And adjust it to how I twisted it a little bit, but it's going to be okay. It's a lot easier. The twine is kind of hard to do bows with just because it likes to twist. Okay, so then we're going to take a glue dot or a piece of snail, whatever you have, liquid glue, whatever is your preference, and put, I like glue dots for this, put a glue dot on the back of your twine, and I kind of roll it up to make it fit a little bit better without it sticking outside my bow. And then this is going to go right at the base of the tulip, and then you can trim it to however long you want it. Doesn't matter. Your choice, your card. And that's our first very, very simple card. Okay? So now you can see the difference between the two patterns. Decide which one you like. And this is just our current color family DSPs. So these come in 12 by 12 sheets. And here, let me show you. Not 12 by 12, 6 by 6. So that one is the Granny Apple Green. So it would be in the Brights pack. So these are all of the Brights colors, and they come in, so this would be one of the pages, and then another pattern that comes in every color is this one. So we're going to use, I think we'll use all of the different patterns in this class. Okay, so that is our first. Just very simple, not a lot of layering, just a real simple card. Okay, so for those that might be making it along with us, I'm going to try not to talk too fast, but that's that. Okay? All right. So, let me clean this stuff up. Give you a chance if you need to catch up a little bit, you can. So, I hope everyone is having a great evening. It's beautiful here. We're like, well, probably just shy of 70 right now, and it's sunny and beautiful, and Jeff and Tanner were swimming today. We decided that we really think that they've used the pool more already this year than we ever did last year. It was a very busy summer, so it's kind of funny though, but they are really enjoying it. So I'm glad it was easy to get cleaned out this year, because I have really fought with it the last few years. So it was a really easy startup this year, which was really, really nice. So they have gotten to enjoy it a lot sooner than in years past. So, okay, so this next card. Oh, the other thing I forgot to tell you. In the back of your packet, I believe, of course I didn't put it in mine. In the back of your packet will be some extra sheets of white, just the Whisper White cardstock, just the plain Whisper White cardstock, because we're going to use the punch, and so you can stamp on that and be able to punch from there, because you'll need it for a few different things as we go. So you should have 2 half sheets of just plain Whisper White, and if I'm correct in how I did this, I believe I put it behind the envelopes. So, so it should be back there. So look for that for all of our stamping and punching kind of stuff. So, okay, this is going, let me show you what we're doing, not just what I have here. This is our next card. Okay, so this one we're going to be working with the Lovely Lipstick and the Granny Apple Green again. So you're going to have everything in your packet is from the Lovely Lipstick and up. So you'll have this 4 1/4 by 11, okay, that you'll fold in half. You'll have roughly a 1/4 sheet of white, of the Whisper White. You'll have a piece of the burlap ribbon. A piece of this stuff is kind of crazy. It's very staticky. This is the white, our white what do we call it? Seam binding or something, I think we call it. What do we call it? Whisper white, what is it called? Yeah, seam binding. It's very staticky, so it likes to find new homes. So just if you are missing it, I promise it's in there. And then a label. Hi, Christine. So, yeah, so, and the next card is going to use this as well, so make sure this card will only have one. So they might get stuck, and they like to do that. Anyways, so we're going to, wait, I forgot to grab my own. We'll use this Whisper White. We'll use that for now. Okay. So on this card, what I kind of did here, we're going to set all this stuff aside. And I just want you to have your quarter sheet of Whisper White out. We are going to use actually all 3 of the tulips in this pack for this card. So I need another tulip out because we're going to kind of build from the back. So we're using the lovely lipstick, ink, and cardstock on this one. And the granny apple green is going to be the flowers. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find all my little blocks, and I'm not sure where they all went. So, okay, so what I did this time, I'm still going to use the same stem. I'm still going to use the straight stem. And I want to kind of control a little bit of where the flowers end. So I'm actually going to do my greenery first. And when you're doing it, let me show you this. You're going to see this little burlap strip is going to become kind of a mask a little bit because they're going to crisscross down here at the bottom, but this is going to cover up any like not pretties. So that's kind of, this is our boo-boo cover. It's kind of what that's going to be. So what I'm going to do though is I want to control how tall my flowers go. So I'm going to start with this and then go in and add my flowers. But what I want to do too is I want to be sure that this one kind of gets up to the top. So if you want to, or up toward the top, so kind of measure if you want certain flowers to go in certain spots, but you also can kind of just go for it. So this one basically is going to go almost to the end of the stem. And, you know, if you need to cover up part of the stem, if you've made it too high or whatever, with these, with the ones we're going to punch out, we can control that a little bit. So I'm going to just kind of, and this one, see, I put kind of a little close to the edge. It's a little close. If it was any further, it wouldn't fit in the envelope. So you want to be careful a little bit where your punch out ones are going to end up. So just be mindful of that. And you can crisscross. And some of them I'm going to stamp off once to give it a little bit lighter dimension of the stem, just so that it looks like they're more in the background. So at this point, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I want to do one more kind of over it. Let's see. Let's do it here. We'll do it right here. Okay, so it looks like it's not going to work, but we're going to make it work. So, all right. We're going to leave that green open, even though it's a danger to me. We're going to need it again because I'm rather dangerous. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. We're going to punch out 3 of our tulips. These are called tulips. Okay, so the other thing is, know your punch before you stamp, because you don't want to stamp this tulip on this side of the paper going that direction. Your punch isn't going to make it through. Okay, so across the bottom is your best, and you also need to remember, here, let me finish this and then I'll show you. You also need to remember that on this punch is a leaf, which is great, except when you don't punch it out right. So because the leaf is on this side, I like to start on this side of the paper because even though I didn't stamp a leaf there, it's still going to punch a leaf. So if I were to start here, it's going to punch out a leaf over my tulip. But if I go this way, then it's just punching into my dead space. See that? So it's just punching my dead space, which is good. So, all right, so there's my 3 tulips. So to recap, stamp your tulip on the bottom of your cardstock and punch from left to right. I am a rebel, aren't I, Danielle? Haven't I always been? Whew, I'm something, I tell you. So I'm going to get rid of this because I don't need that, and I don't need all these little bits to get caught in into my punch. All right, so let me get rid of that. Okay, so I've got these 3 done. So now I only did 1 punched leaf, just for a little bit of dimension. So the leaf punch, this one tricks me though. This one I always want to do differently. Okay, so if you look at it, it's a little bit narrower up here and a little bit wider down here. That's how you want to stamp it at the bottom of your page. Hopefully I just lined this up right. And if I was smart, I would have punched it on that side so I didn't waste paper, but it's too late for that. So we're just going to see, I'm a rebel. We're going to go for it. Okay, so there's my 1 leaf. So now we can be done with that for now. Okay, now we're going to take back our little piece here, and in theory, this, and we're going to do this one so that that's not so close to the edge. Those 3 are going to be my dimensional, my popped up ones. So these 3 here. So this one, I think this one makes, I'm going to stamp these off once, and that's where some more dimension is going to come. And then, I gotta remember here what I was doing. I'm going to give this guy here, and then we're going to use this mid-size one, right here. Okay, so that's that, and I just laid my arm across the inked stamp. See, that's what I do. Then we're going to take, see, I can just have fun by myself because I just ink everything up. I don't even need anybody here. I'm a mess. I'm going to close this up, even though I'm not done with it, but it's scaring me. I'm scaring myself. Okay, so then we're going to take our more curved leaf again, and I'm going to stamp him off, and then some I'm going to do full strength, and some I'm going to do stamped off, and then I'm going to do the same thing with this guy. Full strength, second. Okay, I think that's going to be good. I don't want to muddy it too much. I want there to still be like a line between the flowers and stuff. I don't want there to be too much. I want definition. That's what I want. So let's go ahead and put this on our card so that then we can get it all placed how we want it. So this is going to go on our card, and it's going to be the right length top to bottom, but widthwise you're going to have a little bit of a border. Let me tell you how big it is. This one is 3 3/4. So you're going to have 1/4 inch on either side, and it's sticking to my hand. Okay, so all right, it's going to go right like that. Then we're going to take our pieces here, and we're going to get our dimensionals out. Oh, my dimensionals are a problem. Okay, we'll come back for those later. Okay, so we're going to just put, I just did 2, a top and a bottom. Okay, and then we're going to put a big one and a little one on this. Oh my gosh, they have all attacked each other. Oh dear. I tell you, it's something around here. Apparently it's going to get 2 because they stuck together. So that's going to be just hunky. I'll move that though. Okay. Wow, they just don't want to separate from each other tonight. Okay. So then, put these on. And these are just going to go on these empty stems. I love this color. This is one of my very favorites. This and Melon Mambo are probably my two favorite colors ever. I'm going to angle that one a little bit. I don't want them to all look perfect. So I gave that one just a tiny bit of an angle. I know, Danielle, but I don't even know where the tweezers are right now. So they're here somewhere. Okay. The all of my I have all my dimensionals back here in a box, and the pages have all stuck together because like a piece has gotten ripped off, and so the pages have all gotten stuck together. It's quite a joy. Okay, so then this guy, I'm gonna put him right here, so that he's allotted to this one here. Okay, so that's how that's gonna work. And this one, because every card is gonna turn out differently. It's just going to happen that way. This one was in the middle. I think I'm going to put my bow. On this one. So we'll come back and do that in just a second. But we need to get our sentiment out. And this one I made a get well soon. If you don't want get well soon, don't do get well soon. Do the Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, Happy Mother's Day would fit. What a beautiful difference one single life makes. Get well soon, happy birthday. Any of those will fit. What does this one say? Happy Easter. If you were doing Easter cards, that would fit. So any of those will fit on there. So do the one. I'm going to do a different one this time. I'm going to do a happy birthday on this one because that way I have two different cards. And so put this baby on here. And then we're going to just put that there, just right in the middle. Oops. There we go. Oh, Jeff and Rosie just got back from their walk. Ought to be noisy in here in a minute. Okay. Then this, so I gave you a long piece of this just because I wanted you to be able to cut it how you wanted it. This, I really like glue dots for putting this on, but you can, or tear and tape would work really well. You know, whatever you like. I just like glue dots. So I'm going to put a few on here. Oops, come on. It's time to get some more glue dots too. I got some big orders to put in. Okay, stick that across wherever you want to hide anything. And then I'm going to put it kind of low, because then you're going to come and put this a little bit above it, so it's going to hide even more. Cut it at an angle, chevron it, cut it straight, however you like it is perfect. Okay, so there's that. Then this guy, we're going to get these wonderful dimensionals out again that I keep fighting with. No, I do love dimensionals. Don't be thinking I don't like them, because I love them and I use them on everything. So this is going to go just above it, so it's going to kind of act as a little bit of a border to it. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to tie a bow with fingers that don't appear to be working real well tonight, so bear with me. I usually can whip these bows out like nothing, but for some reason tonight, I don't even want you to watch me do it because I'm struggling. There we go. Okay, so tighten that up, and the same thing. Put it on, if you have glue dots, if you like snail, whatever you like to put your bows on with. I just prefer glue dots for this kind of thing. And put it on whichever of your flowers that you want to highlight. I think I'm changing my mind. I think I want to put it on this one. Put it on more than one if you want. However you want to do it. Okay, so there, you can just see though, every card is going to be different. I mean, same person made these a couple days, you know, several days apart, but it just looks like a different card. So And I can now use 2 different occasions. Okay, so I love this color combination. I love the burlap because that's me. And then I love the lovely lipstick and the Granny Apple Green. So I do love that card. So, okay. Are we good? Are we doing good, people? Okay, let me clean up my mess a little bit. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. So I'm going to clean up a little bit, and we are going to use lovely lipstick again, because we are. Actually, we're going to use all the colors on this next one. So that will be fun. So your next bit of supplies, if you are working from the card pack, you're going to take from the Gorgeous Grape and up. So that is your next set of supplies. And I am going to get this cleaned up because I used every one of the stamps that I had out this time. And with this lovely lipstick, oh boy, it travels. So you gotta... This thing looks gnarly nasty, but I just washed it. It's just how pretty it looks. But it is my favorite thing. I do love it. So, okay. Let me clean up my little bits I got going on really quick because I'm feeling a little bit taken over by little bits. Oh, the kitty's sitting back here. And she keeps seeing my reflection behind me. She's like, hopefully I don't get attacked. Okay, so here is our next card. And this one I made as a Mother's Day card. Once again, do what you want. There are so many, there's several different sentiments that fit on this. So, you are going to take, oopsies, that's too many. From the Gorgeous Grape up. So you should have your Gorgeous Grape card base. Another one of these staticky little pieces. When I was working with this, cutting the classes stuff, oh my gosh, it was like a really staticky day. And I had them stuck all up and down my arms. It was crazy. Okay. Card base. A sheet of Whisper White, a small piece of Whisper White, and a strip of your DSP. Once again, choose the side that you like best. 9 times out of 10, given the choice of a gingham or not, I'm going to choose gingham. So, because that's my favorite. So, I will use gingham on this side. So, we are going to basically use the exact same stamps we've been using. Pretty much because we have almost every one of them out. So we are going to get set here, and then I need the Happy Mother's Day, because I'm going to go ahead and do both of mine as Mother's Day. And that way I will be all set. I'm going to put this guy away for now. Okay. So we are going to open up every single one of these colored ink pads and hope that, I know, Christine, doesn't it remind you of me? It is a great color combo, but it is totally me. Totally me. This card class actually, I mean, of course I chose the colors, but it is very much me. That's why I like it. All right. So we're going to do a similar kind of thing. We're going to place the stems first, and then fill it in with the flowers. And if you don't want to do it that way, if you would rather place the flowers, I just felt like it's totally up to you. I did the stems, and then I kind of decided what flowers went where. But if you want to do the flowers, it's totally up to you. This is just what worked for me. So I'm going to kind of start, and maybe it's easier for you to start with flowers. I don't know. You get to choose. This is your gig for this. So I'm going to do some varying heights here. And I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I did all 6. And some closer together. Okay, and then we'll do that one there. Okay, I may not like how I did this, but we'll just see. Let's do the flowers next. And I wanted this one to have a little bit more dominance with the purple and the pink. That's why I did the yellow in the smaller. I just liked that, but once again, your card. You get to decide. And there's no punching on this, so this is all just stamping. So there's that one. And then I'm going to do this little bud. I'm going to do him right here. Okay, and then the only thing with this one, you do have to clean your stamps more often because we're sharing. But I am going to move that away. Actually, while I have it out, I'll do that in a second. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do my sentiment really quick while I have my grape out because I just put my hand in it again. I can't be trusted. I'm just telling you, I can't be trusted. And then I can just put it away. So take your sentiment, whichever one you're choosing. First of all, make sure it's straight. And then you're going to do it, when you stamp it on your little piece here, I would go center or left of center would be my recommendation. I can't even tell. I may be flipping that over. Oh no, it turned out pretty good. Because we're going to flag this end. So we want a little bit more room on the right hand side than on the left. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that before I end up with more issues. And that's going to go up here. Then we're going to do, let's do the lipstick next. We're going to do this one of our bigger ones because it's got a little bit more space. And then we'll do this one, a little bud down here. And he's going to overlap the purple a little bit, but that's okay. Totally fine. And this is going away. And then it's kind of funny that I've been cleaning the stems and leaves because there isn't another color that I'm going to be using them on, so I can make that step apparently. Okay, I'm just not used to that one. Okay, then we'll take the pineapple punch and we're going to give this little die some love down here, and he'll fit perfectly right there. I overlapped that a little bit, but that's okay. Not a problem. Okay, so there's our flowers. So now these are done with the colors, and we'll get out our leaves, and they're going to kind of hang off the bottom a little bit. So kind of decide, how you like them. Oh, Rosie hears me in here talking, and she can't get to me. I hear her sniffing under the door. So I'll do this one right here. Oops, it's stuck. Okay, and then we're going to take our other leaf and, give him some little pretties in here. We're going to just varying heights and, I'm going to turn this one around. However it fits in there and however you like it. This one we'll put up a little higher. And then this one. Okay, so there's our leaves. Oh my goodness, don't grab that end, Kim. Then let's go ahead and put this together real quick. I'm going to get those out of the way. So we'll take our card base and fold it in half. And then this, choose the side you like. I, of course, am going to use the gingham, my like I said. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it about a 1/4 of an inch off the edge. Just evenly across. And then we're going to take this guy. Oops. Another one. And then put this one, we're going to give it a little bit of a border. So just leave as much of a border as you like. Make sure, the only thing is if the gingham isn't straight, don't go off of the gingham because it'll set everything out of line. So, okay. So there is that. Then we're going to take our tag here, and on the right hand end, take your scissors and go up about 1/2 inch. And then you're going to go from the corner to the top of that cut. Get rid of that guy. Oops. And then the other side, the corner to the top of that cut. And you can make this V as deep as you want to make it. So up to you. Then I'm going to get my dimensionals back out. Oops, those are the little ones. I need the big ones. And I'm just going to put a couple on here. It just needs 2. And you can place this wherever you want. If you've had a little accident area that, or somewhere you want to cover more, just put it right across there. So like this one, I'm just going to put it right there. And then, man, what was I thinking? I'm tying another bow. Here, I don't need to put it right in your face. Like I said, I usually whip through these like nothing. I end up tying everybody's at the class, but tonight, for some reason, my fingers do not want to work with these. Come on. Okay. There we go. All right, and then just play with it till it's the size of loop that you want. Tighten it and pull it. It's too big for me. Okay, so same thing. Man, I really was addicted to these bows when I was designing this class. That's kind of funny. Okay, same thing. I'm going to use the blue dot. I'm going to put it on the end here. So it's going to go this direction. So I'm going to cut these at an angle like this. And then there is our little card number 3. So, let me get rid of this. I got a little piece of glue dot showing. Tuck it away. Just tuck it in there. Okay, so this one, I do love this color combination. It is so bright and cheery. And it would be, this actually would make just a really great, it would make a great birthday card, of course, but it also would make just a little cute little note card. Just no sentiment on it would even be cute, or for you, or thinking of you, or whatever. Just because it's bright and cheery, and it obviously would just brighten somebody's day. So I really like it for that. I think it's just, it's just perfect colors, and it's a great spring card, and I just like it. I know purple tulips aren't quite as not popular, but they're a little more rare than some other colors, but I just think it's really pretty. So I think it's a pretty card with this. So that is our card number 3. All right. Okay. So let me clean up a little bit of this mess real quick. And we're going to go on to number 4. I don't need to clean the leaves or the stem. I can stop that. And then this card, we are not going to use any of the lovely lipstick in. What's the sentiment I used, Christine? I used Happy Mother's Day in that one. So, but pretty much that little tag. So that tag is, let me measure it. That tag is, I think it's 3/4, yeah, 3/4 of an inch. So a lot of the sentiments in that set will fit on that little tag if you're going for that exact same size. So, okay. So this next one is going to be just another little hello card. Let me look here. I agree. Christine, I think that that's why I think I know 2 mothers that are going to get those for Mother's Day. So this little card, we're going to do, and it's with the hello stamp again. And really for this one, it's the only one that's going to fit on that. But you could always handwrite a little sentiment. It does not. And this one looks like, oh, I put it away. It looks like it's handwritten. So, you know, if you don't want it to say hello, but whatever. It is entirely up to you. It's your card. And you get to make it look however you want it to look. I know I say that a lot, but so many people feel like if I am putting this class out for them, that they have to follow everything exactly to the letter. And that's not true. You know, I'm giving you an idea and I'm showing you what I've done, but if you don't like it, don't do it. It's totally up to you. Totally, totally. Okay, so this is our, this one was kind of a funky little one as I was making it. It kind of transpired as it went. I kind of had a thought in my brain and then it kind of didn't turn out anywhere near that. So it's kind of a funky little card and I kind of like it. So I just did the pineapple punch and the gorgeous grape on this one. So this one, oh, I need some tape. Let me see. Oh, I hope I have tape in here. Okay, we're going to make it work. We're going to just use something else. Okay, we have our Whisper White Thick card base. And give that a good crease. And so in your class packet, it'll be everything from the Whisper White and up. So you're going to have that. You're going to have a roughly a quarter sheet of your gorgeous grape. Roughly a quarter sheet of the regular Whisper White. You're going to have a little piece of the DSP and the pineapple punch. You can use either side. A tag with the Granny Apple Green. Use either one. And then a piece of twine. Oh, and a rhinestone. Okay, so this twine is you're gonna end up cutting this. This is gonna be a 2-purpose twine. So set that aside and we'll talk about that in a minute. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and stamp our tulips. Because I did it differently when I made the card and that didn't work out. So we're gonna do this first. So this one, and then I need to find a scrap of paper. Here's one. I think that'll be enough. Okay, so we are going to do our stems first. Again, I think it lines up better, but you don't have to do it that way. So we're going to give it a definite center one, because I want that. Here, let me put this over here so you can see it. I want this guy to be prominent. Yeah, Christine, I don't always go to pineapple punch, and I really like it. I tend to do daffodil a lot more, but I really like this one. The only thing is, hopefully I didn't do this too low. Yeah, I did it too low. We're gonna fix this. Be sure you know where this is going to cover so that you're doing your stems long enough. Cause see that one, that's not even worth it. So we're gonna just make it longer. Just by a little bit. I'm going to go over the top of it. Okay, and then we can cover that with a leaf. And then this one we're going to do right there. So that's my biggest thing I would suggest is make sure that you are that you know where that is. So my first time I did this, I put this on and then stamped. That was not a good choice because I had different things in my brain and it just did not work. So, that's my recommendation on that. Okay, I'm going to set that to the side because I'm going to need that again in a minute. But we are going to get out. So we're going to use one of each size of tulip on this one. So, I'm going to do the little bud in yellow. I'm going to do this one in the purple. So I'm going to give this guy purple. And I'm going to give this guy yellow. And then I need to stamp the big one in yellow on my scrap paper. Because we're going to punch that one out. And I got to get rid of this before I end up messing something up. And this one. Yeah, I think, let me look here. The pineapple punch, no, this one just came, oh yeah, this one goes out this year. So this one started in 18 to 20. The pineapple punch, blueberry, lovely lipstick. Oh my gosh, that's going to make me cry. The blueberry, call me clover, grapefruit grove, lovely lipstick, pineapple punch. Those ones will go out in June and we'll get new colors. So the purple posy, rococo rose, that grouping is the one that'll continue next year. So this one, I know it's going to be so sad because I love these colors. I'm going to be as sad as I was when we lost Luscious Lime and Berry Burst. Those made me sad. But we always get really good new colors. So, but when you get used to using something a lot, you know, it's just change. Change. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this sleeve because I'm going to punch it out too. So, and then I need to go back and put leaves on this. So we'll use that in a second, but let's get this punched out while I'm kind of focused on this. Oh my gosh, come on, line up. There we go. Yeah, Danielle, the Grapefruit Grove is pretty. I haven't used it as much because, I don't know, some people might not agree, but to me, if I'm going to that kind of a color, I go to Flirty Flamingo even though it's pinker. I like the pinker colors, and so I know that's really surprising in seeing what I've done tonight. I like the pinker colors. But I have the grapefruit. I've used it quite a bit, but I go Flirty Flamingo for that type of color. I don't know. I don't even know if you can compare them, but my brain does. So, okay, so then we need to put some leaves on. So you're going to want to put these leaves, you know what, I'm going to use this one because it kind of goes a little bit higher. You're going to want to put them up high because we've got that bottom border coming on. So we'll give him some higher leaves. Right there. Okay, so now we're going to put this together and get it kind of going. Yeah, it's so funny. You know, we all have our preferences, and I just go to the pinks. And I know you go to the oranges because do you like the terracotta too, Danielle? Is that one you like? I haven't used that one much. But it's funny. I'm a pink girl. So, all right. So this goes on. You'll have a 1/4 inch border around. This is cut a 1/4 inch smaller, both directions. And this right now is nothing to look at, but it's going to be pretty in a minute. So oh, hold on. Don't put that on yet. Oh dear, that was close. Oh, Cajun Craze, see? I don't even know if I own that pad. I think that is the one pad. I have the spot, but I don't think I own that pad. And it's funny. I think that is the only pad I don't own, which is like, why not? But okay, so put this on first because, and I hope I didn't just adhere this to my pad. It's fixable. Okay, because I don't have any tape down here. So we are going to, I have some right here. So, I don't have my tape dispenser, but I have a roll of tape. So, we'll just go with it. Let me cut a piece of this off. It is a pretty color, Danielle. It's just my brain, when I am designing, doesn't go there. It's just, I reach for the purples and pinks. It's just funny. So, okay, so take one end of, and this is, to start with, it's about 16, it's about 34 inches or so. But we're going to end up cutting this. So we're going to take this, we're going to tape one end down, and it's going to go right above where you want it to come out right where your papers meet. Okay, so you're going to wrap this around however you want. 3 times. Okay? And then you're going to tape it to the back. We are not making a bow this time. Did you notice that? Yay! Oops, scissors. And cut it off. And you still need this, so don't toss that. You're going to have plenty. So now you can go ahead and put your adhesive on the back. Put a little over that, over your tape, just so that it sticks well, so it doesn't pop up there. And then this is going to go on the front here, and you're going to have a 1/4 inch border again. Okay, and push it down good around your twine. Yeah, it is good for that, Danielle. And that's why I had it, was, I think it was from a paper pumpkin that I got, and it's like, oh, I kind of like this color, but I just didn't. You're so much better at doing guide cards than I am, though. You're just so much better at doing lots of occasions of cards. You're good at just making cards a lot. I'm not always good at that. You do a great job. Okay, so dimensional with your big tulip there. And then we're going to do a dimensional here on this. So again, a big one and a little one is what I like to do. Okay. And then this, I did this so that it's going across the twine like that. It just kind of happened that way. I'm not sure why I did that, but it was like, oh, that's kind of cute. Then you need to take your black, so memento, and if you're going to stamp your hello, this one I kind of cut cockeyed, but I kind of like it. So the gingham is kind of cockeyed. So stamp your hello on there. You're funny, Danielle. And then take your jewel, and it goes right wherever you want, next to hello there. And then I'm going to take my twine, feed it through. Oops, I need a better edge on that though. Okay. That goes through. Well, it's supposed to go through. It did last time. Okay, there we go. And you have tons of twine here. And I just tied it in a knot. My hands just do not want to do anything tonight. Oh my gosh. Okay. I just tied it in 2 knots. Okay. And then it's just kind of a, little hanging cord there. You'll have extra. Okay, and then I went ahead and did 2 dimensionals, I think. Yeah, we'll just do 2. You could probably do it in 1. We'll do 2, just because. And then it just goes on here wherever you want it to. Really, I kind of like it off to that side there, okay? So, there you are again. So that is number 4. And I didn't use any pink. I think is it the only? Okay, so 2 cards I didn't use pink on. Look at that. That really, is Lovely Lipstick really pink? I don't even know how to classify that color. It's not pink and it's not red, so it's both. So we'll just call it whatever we want to call it. How about that? Okay, so there's that. Yeah, I'm silly. I have the sillies tonight, apparently. Okay. Oh, Rosie is talking to me out there. I hear, She is not satisfied that I am not letting her in. But if I let her in, the cat that's in here is not the cat that she gets along with. And it'll not be fun. I'll have cat and dog running all over the office here. Okay. So, for those that have never been to one of my classes or have not ever taken one of my classes, I always do a 3x3 card. That's just something we always do because I think that they're really fun to add to a little package or whatever. It's just a fun little addition that isn't a big deal. And they're easy to make, and they're so cute. And the little envelopes are stinking cute. I love the little envelopes. It's silly, I know, but I do love the little envelopes. Okay, Danielle, it's dark pink. Okay. So this one I did make as a happy birthday, because I think that these, but they're really fun to just toss in anywhere. Okay, and I hope that everything I need is in there. So this, oopsie daisy, is our little 3x3. I just think they're cute. It's kind of funky, but they're fun. So this card, oh, I guess I didn't, oh yes I did, right there's my jewel. Okay, just, they're very simple, but they always are really cute and just a fun little addition. Okay, so we have, and I had to use Bermuda Bay. I had to figure out a way to use it because it's my other favorite. And with this lovely lipstick, it's almost as good as Bermuda Bay with Melon Mambo. Almost. That's my favorite combination. So I gotta find a piece of paper here because I, like I said, did not give myself extra paper, so I gotta rob from another thing here. Use that. Okay, so I'm gonna rob from there, but we'll be fine. Okie dokie. So you can use either side once again, and we're gonna just adhere this to the front. And with our memento, and so once again, any of the sentiments you choose, with our black ink, I'm going to take this and I'm going to stamp happy birthday right down here in the corner. Okay, very simple. Then we're going to take our pineapple punch and our granny apple green, and we are going to do our tulip. There, remember, start at the left, and then we need our leaf is up here, and I have to look again at which direction it has to go. This way. Okay, I have to look. That's just what I do. Okay, so that goes there. All right. So super easy card. I always have a stack of these around too, like if I need to toss in with something else, or one of the kids goes to a party and we just need, you know, a little something. I don't know. I always have them around. I have some that are thank yous that I'll include with an order. Hey, kitty. We're about to get loves apparently. And like I'll toss a thank you in with an order or something, and they're really... Kitty, I need you to stay down, okay? Bye, Carol. Thanks for coming on for a bit. They just are really, they're really nice to have around. So, okay, so I'm going to do this flat. And I didn't totally push it down yet so that I still have room to move it around if I don't love exactly where it is. And then I'm going to put this on dimensionals. Oh, it ended up to be just where I wanted it to be, actually. Okay, so put that right in the middle. And then there's a little jewel, and it could just go wherever you want. I kind of liked it. We're going to put this one over here. Going into happy birthday. I have a kitty that may run across the table in just a second, so she's not happy that I'm not letting her climb in my lap. So, just a cute little, no, you stay back. Cute little 3x3. And like I said, the envelopes are just so stinking cute. And you could totally, I love to do I'm trying to say lid. It's not lid. The flap of the envelope. You know, cover it with DSP or something. And it's so cute. So, actually here. Let's just do it right now. Let's just do it. Let's just do it and finish this one up. Because we're going to do it with the pineapple. So if we do this, I'll just do a little bonus here because it's cute. And then I'm going to do this side. Okay, so if you stick that on there, and then just cut around the flap. Come on. And it just kind of ties everything together, and it's super cute. So then you've got your little card and envelope. Yay, that's very cute. Okay, just a little, you know, a little something. Well, it's late where some of you ladies are. I appreciate you watching. It's kind of fun. It's still early here. It's only 7:35 here, so we still have hours. Actually, as soon as I'm done, we are going to go. It is family movie night. So the weekend all of this COVID chaos started was my son's, the weekend before it was opening weekend of his show. And then the next weekend, my parents were coming into town, and Daddy had been gone for the weekend. He had his show, and so everybody was supposed to see the show together. And they didn't get to see it. So we got the disc today. So we're doing family movie night tonight, and we are watching Tanner's show, and we're all very excited. So, okay, this is our last card. So, and of course, I had to finish with all lovely lipstick. Aren't you ladies so surprised? So surprised. So here's our last card, and it's my favorite. So I love to use the embossing folders. And I love this ribbon, the polka dotted tulle ribbon. My favorites. So that is how we are finishing the evening tonight. So we have our, once again, our thick whisper white, our lovely lipstick with the basket weave embossing folder, one of our stitched labels, and what's this thing called? It is with the bird bundle, but what's it called? Oh no, my cat is eating plastic. Stitched nested labels. See, I knew it had something to do with the birds. And then a piece of the tulle, polka dotted tulle, and a rhinestone. So that is what we have. And once again, oops, and I should have a little piece of paper somewhere, but I might have to, oh, I have to make one. I'll make one. So, kitty, hold on. No, we're not going to eat plastic. No. Okay. So, let's take our label, move that, and we're going to just build a little bouquet here. So take our, where's my, oh, it's right here. It's right here, Kim. So this one, you'll notice I did hanging off a little bit. Gosh, I wish you guys could see these in person. They're so much better in person. You need to make these. Okay, make them. So this one we're going to have sticking up because I want this guy to stick off because I think that looks really cool. This one we're going to put there. And this one we're going to put there. Okay. Danielle, when you get your set this week, you need to make these, okay? Make them in whatever colors you want. If you want to go corals, that would be really pretty. Okay, so we're just going to build, like I said, a little bouquet here. And then once again, if we need, this little ribbon is going to cover up little bits if we need it to. So it kind of looks funky, you know, but it's going to be pretty. And then that's going to cover up any of the, like where it's crossing over if you don't like that. But I think it's really pretty. Okay, so we need to get all of our tulips. We need to get Lovely. Everybody teases me. I can't just say lovely lipstick. It's lovely lipstick. At my classes. It's funny. I'm kind of a dork. I'm a lot of a dork, but that's okay. I have fun. Okay, that. And then this little bud down here. I think he's so cute. And then this one up here. And then I need my scratch paper. And I want to stamp my happy birthday. There it is. What color did I? Oh, I need to clean that. I did not clean that. Danielle, I'm excited for you. This is a really fun set. I hope this one carries over into the catalog because I think it is a beautiful set. And there's a lot you can do with it. And with the punch, it's just really nice. Okay, so I don't need that. We're going to stamp. So this is going to go onto your extra piece of paper and just stamp it on there. And we're just going to cut out, it out, which I don't generally do, but we're doing it. So this will punch out. Okay, and then this will cut, and I stamped it crooked, but that's why it's nice. I'm going to cut it because I can fix it. Because it looks kind of funky right now. Yeah, I liked it, Danielle, but I'm with you. The more I saw stuff, it's a really pretty set. And you can really use it for a lot of different occasions. So it would actually be a really good bridal card, wedding card. It could be a really good grief card. Just lots of different things you can do with it. You could make a little girl's card with it with really bright colors. It'd be fun. Note to self. Next time, don't cut this so small that you can't fit the rhinestone on it. That's okay. I can always find somewhere to put a rhinestone. Okay. Fold this. If you haven't done a lot with dry embossed pages, the only thing about these is you need to be sure you put enough adhesive on it. And you can choose the side you want up. It's totally up to you. But when you do it, you really need adhesive on all four sides because it kind of buckles. And then I like to put a couple in the middle. It takes a bit. So, but you want it to last. You don't want your card looking all weird. So, okay, so give that a good squish down. Okay, and then you're going to take your label. And these are one of my favorites. I love these labels. Love, love, love them. And because this is a larger label, you want to give him plenty of dimensionals. Because you don't want him bowing at all. You want it to stay popped up well. And once again, you're on that embossed. Yeah, tear and tape does work well. It does work very well with that. But you want to have enough sticky on your embossed over here on this part too. Oh, do you know what I just did though? Hold on, pause. I did it again. Pause. Okay, okay, we're gonna forget that I did this. Okay, I didn't really do this. You didn't see me do this. Okay, so I got a little ahead of myself. But this is how I work. I'm constantly fixing my own mistakes. So, don't put your dimensionals on yet. Put your ribbon on, wherever you want it, and tie it tightly, but not so tight that it's pulling your sides in on your thing. Okay. And then when you do something like, and this stuff stretches a lot, so you don't want to pull this super tight. Otherwise it deforms the look of it. And then when you're a knucklehead like I am, and you've stuck this to your paper so you've lost some of your sticky, you go back in with a couple of glue dots and stick them on there. Give it a little bit more sticky because you've touched it so much and taken it away because you were a knucklehead. Kitty, She is in my closet where all of my florals are, and she hides in my artificial flowers, and it drives me crazy. Kitty, do you hear her? She's such a joy sometimes. Okay, so now we're back to where we were a minute ago, which we're good. Okay. You know, you're always up for an adventure, hopefully, when you're hanging out with me. So we're going to stick this on here and get our good scissors back out. Trim this up because I still want to see my cute flowers, but I want that delicate ribbon. We're going to get a couple more dimensionals because you can't use too many dimensionals. And then this guy. So the only thing is, so this one, his top dimensional is going to hang off of my tag. So I'm going to stack my dimensionals because this one is already on a dimensional. So I'm going to stack those so that this one is going to sit on here and these are going to sit on here, if that makes any sense. So that it's flat. So can you see that, how it's flat now? I don't know if you can see that very well or not. And my other screen is lagging, so I can't even totally tell what I'm showing you. But that's going to give it the right height all the way across. So, okay, so there's that. And then we're going to take our tag. And I cut this one so small. We're going to use baby dimensionals. I'm going to use 3 on here. Oops. Then I have to figure out where I'm going to put that jewel since I screwed up this tag, but we'll find a spot. Yeah, they are pretty, and it drives me crazy when she climbs back there. She hides behind the container that they're all in, and then I can't get her. She's not like actually in them, but she hides behind the container, and it just drives me crazy. And then it scares me when I forget she's back there. And she comes out, and it's like, woo! Okay, so now we have this rhinestone, and we got to find a place for it. So we could still put it, you know what, it'll still fit right there, but I think I want it right here. I think right here. We'll just put it right there. You know what, we're a little crazy. Sometimes I get a little crazy. So I'm going to give it a couple more because I can, because I have them right here. So let's give it a couple more. Because rhinestones are just pretty, and I like the little blingy. So we'll give it one there. We'll give it one. I like to do them in odd numbers. So we're going to stop there. That's as crazy as I get. I don't even know if you guys can see them. But let me lift it up and see if you can see it. Kitty. Yeah, Kitty. Well, she's mad right now because she's locked in the room with me. Okay, so there, let's see where I put the blingies. So there we go, guys. There is card number 6. So let's do a little recap here. Here, we don't need to see all of everything. So there's, it's a mess. This is just a mess around here. So, oh, and there's our little guys in our little envelope we did. And then we have this one. We did a lot of fun stuff, you guys. I want to see if anybody makes any of these or has some new ideas. Please show me. Because it's always fun to get more ideas. Okay, can you see them all? I think you can see them all. I'll move them around. So, let me tip you up here for just a second. So, man, I look a little frazzled. So, thanks for joining me tonight. It was fun. It was fun to have people on here to talk to. But I do hope you make these. And I want to see them if you do. Or if you come up, like I said, with something totally different. I'm always loving new ideas. So, yeah. So I'm anticipating another class I'm going to put the details up tomorrow. I'm hoping to have it up to do the video live again in 2 weeks, because you know what, even it's just fun to have something to do right now, get some more ideas. And even if you don't apply them to this set, you know, so many of these things can be applied to a totally different set. It's fairly neutral in what it could do. I mean, you could use any of the flower sets. A lot of these cards would be super cute with the daisies, and since we have the daisy punch, you could do almost the exact same things. It would be really cute. And I've done similar, a couple of these with the daisies, but they look totally different. Totally different. So it's really fun. So I am solidifying and checking inventory, and I will let you know tomorrow. What's today? Today's Monday. I will let you know tomorrow or Wednesday latest. Well, hello there. She decided she wanted to come visit. Latest what it's going to be. I have an idea, but I want to check inventory first and just make sure of what I'm going to do. But I will have that out in the next day or so. And so it was really fun. Thanks for joining me. I'm glad that I got to chat with some of you guys. And those gals that joined, that Carol sent over, thanks for joining us. I'm glad that you guys were able to join us. So, and if you were watching this on replay, let me know what you thought. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, Kitty's leaving me. Oh, that's okay. She's done. So, all right, have a great evening. Bye-bye.